Okay. You approach Ruth's office. Wonder how the memory incense went. Seemed like Ruth found the walking meditation helpful too. You knock on the door. Ruth, are you busy?
I'm busy, but that doesn't mean I don't have time for a chat. How are you doing?
I came here to ask you that. You seem to be in pretty good spirits, though.
I am. I woke up this morning full of energy. Perhaps our little trip up the mountain helped with that.
Have you used the memory incense yet?
No, actually. I wanted to practice a bit more of what you taught me the other day. But even so, I think getting everything off my chest over these past couple of days, and then taking a small break from things, it's all left me feeling unexpectedly rejuvenated. I suppose knowing what I want has given me some motivation. Nisha and I have already been discussing all the places I should visit. And, of course, Mel is starting to make post-festival plans, too. She never stops that one. Who knew a young witch could have such a big impact on our small village?
I'm just cool like that. I do what I do.
As you do. Honestly, I was a little worried in the beginning, but I knew Margie had her reasons for sending you.
You really think my gran planned all this?
Planned might be a strong term, but she probably saw an opportunity.
I get the feeling the gran I know is different from the one you know.
That's possibly true. Your family is known for being rather strict. Perhaps Margie saw a bit of herself in you, and wanted you to have the option to go down a different path than the one she took.
I don't know what path that is.
Maybe it's just the one that sent you here.
But don't I have to leave? Suddenly you hear footsteps running down the hall. Mayor, we have a
Sorry, am I interrupted? Nope, I think we were just wrapping up.
Yeah. Okay, good, 'cause you better come quick. The napkins just got delivered and they are not the ones I specified.
Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Em.
Yep. Oh, heck yeah. This feeling again selenite. Crystal for wisdom and unblocking energy. Yeah, that would be a good addition to Ruth's enchanted bosom. I almost said bosom. Let me take a note of it in my grimoire. Haha, whoops. You walk up to Jean's cafe and see a closed sign on the door. But the lights are on. That's strange. Maybe I'll just take a quick peek to see if Jean is here. You walk back to the kitchen where you hear someone furiously whisking. Pop your head through the door and see Jean standing over a massive bowl of batter. He looks up at you. You look at Jean. Jean nods his head and gives you a thumbs up. Nice. You take that as saying everything is fine. Thank you for the release spell and for eating the Madelines out of the trash. It was highly effective, but now I have a lot of batter to make in very little time. And while I would love to share my delicious baked goods with my favorite witch in training. Okay, I mean, maybe that's pushing it, but like, I need to focus right now. Please come back at a later time. Salute! You leave the cafe with an empty stomach but a full heart. Can't wait to taste even more of the Madelines. I'm so glad Jean's recipe worked out. Oh. This feeling again. Jade? Crystal of success and grounding. Yeah, I could see how that would suit Jean. I'll add that to my grimoire. Cuckoo. How's my favorite homie? Wonder how Devin's meeting with Ruth and Mel went yesterday. They seemed confident enough. You knock on the music studio door.
Em, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, whoa. Did I do something?
Yes, you helped me big time. The countdown meditation, along with the confidence spell, it really worked. Ruth and Mel loved the song I composed.
Wait, really? That's great to hear. I mean, I wouldn't give myself too much credit, though. You're the one who wrote the song, after all.
Yeah, but without your help, I would have been too nervous about playing it properly, you know?
Aw, Devin. You're too sweet.
It's true, though. I really don't know what I would have done without you. Or what I'm going to do without you.
No, stop. Devin,
You go first.
No, you.
It's just these past weeks have been really great, even with all their ups and downs.
I was about to say the same thing.
But let's not focus on the sad stuff just yet. We've still got a few days, and then there's the festival.
What's left for you to do before the festival?
Now that the song got approved, the musicians need to practice it. I don't think that'll be too hard, though. They all seem pretty skilled. I also offered to help finalize the lineup and run the stage for the festival.
Wow. You're gonna run the whole ding dang show. Devin, sovereign of the stage.
Oh, jeez, that's too much. Besides, it's really about the musicians and Flora. I'm pretty excited, though. It feels really great to bring all the musicians together. I think we're really gonna capture the spirit of Flora with our music. Together.
It's really great seeing you this excited.
Well, we'll see how I feel the day of.
I think you're gonna be fine.
As an artist, it feels like I should want to be the center of attention. There's an expectation that I should constantly be putting myself out there. Oof. But it's so fucking exhausting. And then I spend all my time stressing out about... I could be working on composing or collaborating with other musicians instead, you know? I don't get why making art never actually feels like it's about making art. Does that make sense?
Yeah, basically you want to make music without all the other stuff. I just want to study witchcraft without all my family's expectations. Those expectations are fucking made up anyway, and for some reason they all just seem to accept it. None of them seem happy about it either.
Yeah, that's it exactly. I was kind of amazed when I was honest with everyone at the full moon ritual. Everyone was just alright with it. I've never had that happen before. Usually I get told if I don't do things exactly this way that I'll never make it. But you know what? I think that's nonsense.
Yeah! Hell yeah, rebels! Burn it down!
I am feeling a little fired up, although maybe I should just calm down a bit. There's still a festival to focus on. I should probably be getting back to the music too.
Still got lots to do and only a few days left.
Yeah, yep, let's do our best.
Oh. This feeling again. Oh, this time it's the amethyst. That'd be perfect for Devin's locket. Amethyst has protective qualities and helps quiet the mind. So if they don't have time for the countdown meditation, it keeps spelling it mediation. And it's killing me a little bit. The amethyst could help instead. Let me write this down. Noted. Please let me find Mel neither sick nor tired. Please let me find Mel neither sick nor tired. You walk into Mel's office, but... What? Huh? Where's Mel? Oh no, did she not even recover? She's supposed to be here. Maybe she just stepped out because of that crisis that she was going on about earlier. I can just leave this here. Boundaries. Yeah, I'll just put it right... Ah! And that's when you see her. Mel crouched underneath her desk, muttering something to herself. I did it again. I woke up today and told myself I wouldn't do it, but I still did. Another Coven Paladin ritual? No, I said yes to everyone. I said I would handle everything. Now here I am, overwhelmed again. I can't get sick. I need to sleep. The festival preparations won't go well if I don't stay well. Can't you just go back and tell everyone no? No! Well, I mean, I guess I could. Delegation. That's right. I can delegate. Or rather, redelegate. But I feel so worked up. I can't even think about that. What would I even delegate? Where would I start? Someday you'll find Mel in a sane state again. Was she ever sane since we've been here, now that I think about it? Oh god. Unfortunately, it might be a little too late to use this whole boundaries spell. You would want to use it before removing your boundaries. Oh no, I messed up your magic again. No, that's not what I meant. I just have to push through this again, don't I? But I don't want you to help me with that. This is my responsibility and my responsibility alone. Oh, jeez. If you let Mel handle this alone, you know it won't end well. At the same time, using more magic will probably backfire like it did previously. What could possibly help Mel? Take a fucking nap. No way, Mel would never agree to that. Besides, she probably couldn't even get to sleep in this state. Fuck. But then what? Wait, the boundary spell. Maybe it's not too late. We can use it to help Mel redelegate her tasks. But we need to get her into a state where she can think about redelegating. Is everything alright? You're being awful quiet. That's when it hits you. Mel, I have an idea. You do? Can we still use a spell? Not yet, but we're going to do an envisioning exercise. And then when you feel ready, you can use the boundary spell. Envisioning. Is this some sort of mental exercise? Yeah, we're gonna envision how you would wish things would be. So, like envisioning myself redelegating tasks? I kind of want to go more general than that. Let's try envisioning your perfect day. We can try to form a day where redelegating isn't even an issue. Having a clear idea of what you want might make it easier to happen. And then the more focused intention will help the boundary spell too. I see. Alright, let's try it. Okay, let's get ourselves into a comfortable seated position. You and Mel take a seat across from each other. Now, let's take a deep breath. You close your eyes. You feel your jaw drop. Then tension in your forehead falls away. Shoulders hang loosely with your hands on your laps. Your body both feels light yet grounded. Now, Mel, we're gonna walk through a day in your life, okay? Mel nods her head in agreement. It's morning and you've just woken up. What do you do? Jean's probably already awake. Can smell coffee and some freshly baked scones coming from the kitchen. Oh, so cute! I get up, brush my teeth, get dressed, and then sit with him at the table. We talk about what we're doing that day and say when we expect to get home. Jean heads out before me and I clean up the kitchen before heading to the office. Wonderful. Now let's... what do you mean relax our muscles again? I thought I took a dip... Oh, they all say... Okay. I guess technically we did kind of do all of them. I guess relax muscles again. You want to clench your jaw and let your shoulders fall. Then tension in your forehead falls away. Your body both feels light yet grounded once again. Great. Now tell me about your walk to the office. It's a beautiful day outside. Most days in Flora are beautiful. Kids are playing by the lake. I can hear Jonas and his crew working hard at the festival grounds. I'm glad Jonas moved out here with us. Feels like he's finally found a place he fits in. I look over at your cottage and I'm so happy to see your garden blooming. Finally things are feeling right again. Before I know it, I've arrived at the town hall to start my day. Very good. Now let's once again take a deep breath. You and Mel take a deep breath. You can feel your breath deep in your lungs. I wonder if I misclicked that first one. Oh well. As you exhale, you feel all the tension again leave your body. Now, for your workday, how do you imagine that going? This is supposed to be an ideal situation, right? Yep. Well, walk into town hall and our secretary immediately greets me. Then I head up to the mayor's office and of course she's already working. We have a quick morning meeting to discuss what needs to be done and the state of things. Then a few other people join us from various committees. Now, in an ideal setting, we all figure out the best way to approach the tasks at hand. Mayor's hands are already full, so I agree to be the one to come to if any problem should arise. Everyone walks away from our meeting with a clear list of what's to get done and who's to do it. I have my tasks, but I'm also available to help if needed. Throughout the day, I get asked a few questions and advice on things, but everyone can do their work. And I trust that they can do this work on their own. Things aren't falling apart if I don't know what's happening all the time. Okay, now for the end of your day. But first, let's take a quiet moment. Focus on the sounds around you. Murmuring of conversations in the hallway, chirping of birds outside the window, soft summer breeze. For a moment, the world is alive and yet still. The mind is quiet once again. The end of the day is simple. Stop by the mayor's office to let her know I'm heading out. Then I meet Gene at his cafe. Gives me whatever he's just baked and a cup of tea. We chit-chat for a little, but he's still working, so I head home. While I wait for Gene, I sit on the couch and do some knitting. Then once he's home, we have a simple dinner, talk a little more, and go to bed. Mel opens her eyes. Not a very exciting ideal day, is it? I mean, it seems a lot more relaxed than your days now. Well, that's partly due to the festival, but I do think things could stand to be a bit calmer, and I do believe that I have a big part to play in that. There aren't many days left until the festival. Maybe for the rest of the day, I'll make a clear plan for the next few days. And tomorrow I'll present it to everyone. Perhaps at this point it's not worth getting nitpicky about small details. And I'll make sure to use that boundary spell. That way I'll be sure to delegate, instead of being a control freak. So you think the envisioning helped? Yeah, I do. Crazy how easy it is to just forget to think and reflect sometimes. Wish I had something that could help give me the time. Give you the time, huh? Could I make something like that? Yes, it's better late than never. But I feel like I've taken up much of your time. Should let you get going. I'm just glad I could help. I hope your planning goes well. Thanks. Could I make something for Mel that could give her the time? You know, Jimena's shop has that old hourglass. Wonder if I could put something together with it. You see Jonas and Caesar at the festival grounds and walk over to them. Hey, you got that spell I asked for? Let me see. Yep. Forgive. There you are. Hand Jonas the forgive oil. The forgive oil, not forgiveness. Just forgive. You can tell he's feeling apprehensive about it. You worried it's gonna backfire? I didn't fuck it up that bad, okay? No, actually. I'm just afraid it won't work at all. What if my crew doesn't forgive me? Or even worse, what if they forgive me but I lose my temper again? Then it means using this spell is pointless. Yeesh. If Jonas is this worried about the spell, it really won't work. Nothing will work with that attitude. So, we need to figure something else out, don't we? Am I doomed? You can tell a massive freak-out meltdown is imminent. But you really don't want to try anything that can make it worse. Think, Em. Think. Oh, God. Huh? What is it, Caesar? What is Caesar? What is Caesar? What even are you? Who are you? The QA on the typos in the back end of this game didn't get as much attention. Is something wrong? Caesar rolls over on his back. I think he wants pets. I think he definitely wants pets. Jonas starts giving Caesar belly scratches. Yeah, who's a good boy? Caesar looks up at you. What? One person giving you belly rubs isn't enough? Sheesh. I think he wants you to pet him too. Wow, a greedy little bastard. Fine. He's so soft and fluffy. You and Jonas keep petting Caesar. He seems very, very happy. But you realize you feel very, very happy too. You look at Jonas. He also seems very, very happy. Could it be that Caesar sensed both your stress levels rising? Caesar stands up and does a big shake. I guess he's had his fill. I'm feeling more relaxed now. Yeah, me too. Are you ready to give that forgiveness oil a shot? Come on. I still don't feel ready, to be honest. I mean, obviously I love petting Caesar. But I feel like I need something I can do to just, I don't know, prepare my brain for this stuff. Does that make sense? It totally does. Hang on, let me think. You notice your mind feels clearer now after petting Caesar. Maybe that dog is some sort of familiar. Anyway, Jonas needs something to prepare his mind to use magic. But it sounds like he needs something to break his negative thought patterns. You know, he asked you for magical words before. Maybe words are exactly what he needs. Do we need to give you affirmations? Hey Jonas, have you ever heard of affirmations? I feel like I've heard Mel mention those before. She probably has. They're a pretty common tool witches use to give themselves a quick boost. Are they magical? They're more of a focusing tool, I would say. I find them pretty helpful, and they're simple if you want to try them out. Nothing weird will happen. Nope, and we'll only start with using a few so you don't get overwhelmed. Alright then, how do we do these affirmations? First, we need to identify what exactly is making you feel anxious. Let's start with maybe 3 key things. One is definitely that I'm not working hard enough to overcome my anger. A second one would be, well, that I'm just a bother to other people, like Mel and Jonas and my crew. Mel and Jonas? Jonas? Jonas, are you drunk? Jonas? Did you mean Gene? Third, if I try to talk to people about how I feel, they'll think I'm fucking weak, man. Are those good? Yep. Let's start with... Well, let's go in order, I guess. Working to overcome your anger. Okay. So, working to overcome your anger. But it's not just anger, right? No, anger is usually the result when everything gets to be just too much. And I am working on that, or at least I have in the past. But, like, I feel like it's not enough. But you are working on it? Yeah, I mean, of course. So, how about we come up with an affirmation about making progress instead? To help you focus on how you're working on it and making progress. Mel always says that progress isn't linear. Maybe she's right. So, how about... I mean, these are all good options. My efforts are worthy. I can envision my success. My efforts are worthy. I can envision my success. Wow, I really can. Yep. See, just saying it out loud helps, doesn't it? Affirmations are intense. Next, let's do relationships with friends and family. You're afraid you're too much for people, as if you need too much help. That, and I guess they constantly have to be worrying about me. I mean, not that it's bad to think about other people at all, but I mean, more like they have to manage me. I don't want them to feel that way. Do they make you feel that way when you try to tell them how you're feeling? I mean, not usually. There have been people in the past, but they were also kind of mean. I feel like you need to believe that other people care about you. And that they're listening to you isn't managing you, but showing that they care about you.
Yeah, maybe.
So how about...
Yeah. Recognize my worth. My life is full of love. I recognize my worth. My life is full of love. Wow, saying that out loud feels weird, even though I know it's true.
Then you just need to practice until it doesn't feel weird.
Yeah, you're right.
And lastly, communication. You're afraid that if you tell people how you're feeling, they'll look down on you?
Yeah, like I'd be a terrible leader, or that I can't handle anything in general. It catches people off guard that I get overwhelmed and need time to cool down. I like being around people, but sometimes it can get to be too much. But I also know the only way for people to know that is for me to tell them. I like to believe people are more understanding than I sometimes want to give credit, but there's always that fear, you know? I guess if I tell them and they still don't listen, then maybe it's like not my problem anymore though, right? I don't know.
Okay, let's try an affirmation saying your wants and needs are valid. You're right that some people respect that and others won't, but that doesn't change the validity of your wants and needs. How about we go with something like, my needs are valid. Communication is a strength. I like the semicolon ones.
My needs are valid. Communication is a strength.
Jonas seems taken aback by his own words. You have a good feeling about this affirmation. Oh, does that mean I hecked up the other two? Clearly that one was good. Were the other two not as good?
Yes.
Whatever, I think they were good.
Yeah, I like that.
Great, we've got 3 affirmations. Let's go over them one more time.
My efforts are worthy. I can envision my success.
And the second one?
I recognize my worth. My life is full of love.
And lastly,
my needs are valid. Communication is a strength. I feel like I can already feel my mindset changing just by saying these 3 affirmations today.
Just imagine how they'll make you feel with even more practice. When you feel ready, go ahead and use the forgive oil too if you think you still need the extra push.
Thanks a lot, Em. You know, Mel's always burning candles and stuff when she does her thinking stuff. Wonder if she'd let me borrow one when I'm practicing. But maybe I should just focus on these affirmations first.
Candles, huh?
What? Is it a bad idea or something?
No, not at all. Just got me thinking, but it's nothing.
Well, I should get going.
Of course. Make sure to let me know how the affirmations go.
Will do.
Candle. Pretty sure the shop has the old candle holder. Could probably put something together for Jonas using that. I have to remember to go to the store. You approach the art studio and you hear what you think is Nisha pacing back and forth. If you're not gonna let me work, I don't know what to do. She must be fighting with the Fibbly Nibblies again. I better get in there. You walk into the studio. I'm at wit's end. Do you have that spell I asked for? Let me see. Here it is. Boop. Perfect. Divination oil. This should let me talk with them, right? I mean, not entirely. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying that again after our last attempt. You do have a close relationship with the Fibbly Nibblies, but that relationship is way too strained to confront them directly without an experienced witch. Then what's the point of this oil? I feel like I'm almost there with figuring out this community mural project. Is there any way to figure out what to do without talking directly to the Fibbly Nibblies? Is there a way? Is there a way? Fumigate them. I mean, I could just yell at them. So more. Not some more. So more. No, it should be something you've experienced in doing. I don't have experience yelling at them? Didn't I do that at one point? You don't want the Fibbly Nibblies to destroy the studio again. Maybe you could figure out what to do, but not at the studio. Safely away from those spiteful spirits. You did sense Nisha's desire for the divination oil from her letter. Is there a form of divination you could do? That's it. Let's do a tarot reading and let's see what the cards say. Is this something you can actually do? Of all the forms of divination, it's the one I'm most familiar with, yes. Of course, I mean, I'm still learning, but there aren't consequences with tarot readings, okay? Well, at least nothing like spirits wrecking your art studio. Let's try it then. Where do we get a tarot deck, though? Obviously, I have one. Girl, what are you talking about? I have one in my place. We can just do it there. Yeah, that's probably best. Who knows what the Fibbly Nibblies would try if we did it here. Let's get going then. You and Nisha make your way to your home. Wow. I don't know why I said that. Like, it's crazy that we actually entered our home. I just didn't expect it to give us the like whole background. You and Nisha make your way up. I already said that. Oh wow, I haven't been here in ages. It still looks the same as I remember it. Yeah, I didn't bother to change anything considering I'm not going to be here for that long. Well, that and I mean, I kind of like the place already. It's really cool. I keep my deck on my altar. Let's do the reading there. You and Nisha stand over the altar. First, let's apply this oil. Okay. And then let me shuffle the cards to cleanse them of their old energy. Yes, do that. Oh, my cursor went away. Take the cards in your hands and shuffle them a few times. So, how does this work? First, we need to decide what spread we want. I think a 4-card spread might be best. As I said, I'm still learning, so I'd like to avoid the more complex ones if that's alright. As long as I get answers. I think of it more as guidance than answers. Let's just get started already. You draw 4 cards. Draw them faster! There you go. Ay, ay, ay. The first card will tell us the problem we're facing. Second card is the obstacle. Third card is the recommended action to take. And lastly, the 4th card shows the outcome. Sounds straightforward enough. Well, we'll see if that remains true once we flip the cards. Let's see what the first card is. The Magician! Wow, these cards are beautiful. Did you draw them yourself? No, actually, my gran made this deck for me. Our family's custom is that the head witch gives a tarot deck to their apprentices once they start training. I feel like I could learn a thing or two from your gran. She's an excellent artist. Anyway, what does this card mean? So, this is the Magician, depicted by a plant called Dittany of Crete. This card symbolizes skill, focused energy, and manifestations. Though we're reading this card for a tricky situation, the card is probably telling us there's a lack of these things. I have skills? What are you talking about? I don't think the card necessarily means your artistic skill in this case. Remember, we're asking what to do about the Fibbly Nibbles. I think in this case the card is saying that maybe you and their energies are out of sync. Somehow you aren't communicating effectively, so you can't harness each other's energy. What do you think? I mean, I guess it's figuring out how to communicate then, but we tried that and it didn't work. I wouldn't say that was our best attempt though, so the card is telling us there's something more to do there. Maybe we should go ahead and turn in the next card?
Oh shit, I haven't seen this one yet.
So our obstacle is the whole ass devil. Now this one makes perfect sense. Hang on. This card might not mean what you think it does, okay? But it does mean there is some sort of chaos going on in your life. perhaps some manipulation and confusion. But I remember when my gran talked to me about this card and why she chose the sundew to represent it. And I was like, it's carnivorous, duh. And she said, yes, that's part of it. But when people first started collecting sundews, they thought they were the most darling plants. And then they discovered they were carnivorous. Someone exclaimed that sundews were then vegetable wickedness. My gran thought that was fucking hysterical. When you're dealing with the devil, sometimes you need to just laugh at the absurdity of things. Sometimes by not embracing the chaos, you cause more friction. I mean, I have been trying to cut them out of my life more recently, more so than I did when I was younger. Even then, it's not like they didn't cause trouble. I liked the Fibbly Nibblies, but it was exhausting being the weird girl in class. I just wanted to fit in. Did you ever think you were weird? What? No. I always thought I was fine. It was everyone else. I could be myself with the Fibbly Nibblies. Let's pull the next card. Beautiful. So temperance represents the actions you can take. This is interesting. In a good or bad way? Well, it implies something in your life needs healing. And since this reading is regarding the Fibbly Nibblies and what you should do about them, it might be that the two of you need to do some healing work, which is a step beyond communicating. I tried asking them what they wanted before. I feel like that wasn't the right approach. It might be more what the both of you want. Temperance usually means something along the lines of cooperation and finding harmony and balance. The other curious thing is temperance is number 14, while the devil is number 15. So if you can heal your relationship, you might find harmony in the chaos. But how do I heal my relationship with them? I mean, you said you used to play with them as a kid, right? Yeah. Have you tried that recently? No, I mean, I'm not a kid anymore. So maybe it's not playing with them like when you were a kid, but somehow still including them in your life. You said they were a big source of your creativity, so maybe it's something along the lines of that. I mean, maybe you're right. So what's the outcome? Ooh. The outcome is the Empress. What's so funny about that? The Empress is a card of creativity, uncontrolled creativity at that. It's also a card of nurturing. If there was a card to represent you, I think it would be this. The Empress. I think I could work with that. But what could it imply for me in the Fibbly Nibblies? So, it sounds like if you're able to find balance with the Fibbly Nibblies, you might become even more creative. Oh, wait, what I thought was holding me back all my life might be my way forward? That's what the cards seem to say. Of course, this is gonna take some work on your end. Yeah, well, there's not much time either. Maybe this festival piece can be the start of something new with the Fibbly Nibblies. Yeah, maybe it could be. I wish there was some way to at least set us up to work peacefully together. Devin always says that you can sort all your problems over a cup of tea. Tea, huh? That gives you an idea. If only life were that simple. I'm gonna head back to the studio. Maybe I can start to refigure things out there. Sounds good. Glad the tarot reading seemed to help. I've never done a reading for anyone else before. It was an exciting experience. Here's to both of us learning new things today. I'll get going though. Thanks again for your help, Em. You know, Jimena has that old teapot at her store. I wonder if I could make something with that. Misha might not realize it, but Devin is on to something. What a great tarot reading. Wow, it really let me stay home, because we were already at home, but I needed to go to the store. What? Oh, did you get my letter? Does that mean you're here to buy my antiques? I sure hope it is. I'm thinking of doing a bit of rebranding after the festival. Maybe something like, Jimena's Common Goods. Nothing at all exciting sold here. Not that I'm not glad you've been a loyal customer during your stay, but I need more than one customer to keep this shop open. That's enough of me. Enjoy the low prices.
Hello.
Hello, can you go? Oh my goodness, they're so cheap. That's reasonable. Although honestly, it's a leather journal. You could have charged more for that. Hourglass, locket, brome, candle holder, teapot. Great. We did it! Shopping spree! Should I buy a couple more of these just in case? I mean, one more? I'll buy one more. Vial. Resin. I've got money left over. Pretty cool. Go home. Go to sleep. We've earned the rest. Hooey. We're friends. Ruth is the only one I became friends with? Hey, wait a minute. Hey, what about being friends with everybody else, though? But, hey, Ramsey, want to talk a little bit more about that idea I mentioned yesterday? You know how I've had those strange feelings after talking to folks, like sensing colors and stuff? Well, I was thinking about crafting some enchanted items, incorporating what I've been sensing. You know, to help them even after we've left. Do you think that's a good idea? What? That's what good wishes do, right? I'm not trying to assert my magical skills at all. Why is my fridge is losing it? I just want to help, for real. Yeah, I've already got some ideas on what to craft. And I've already got the resources too, honestly. I think I've been thinking about it for a while now, but only just realized it. But I wanted to see if it was actually a good idea first. Thanks, Ramsey. Let's enchant some items. Time to write these ideas down in my grimoire. Yes! But first, you have to get a treat. The last crystal! Here you go. Yes, I promise to still give you treats even if you don't give me crystals in return. Beautiful! Citrine! Hell yeah, a gorgeous one too. Orange is such an energizing color, don't you think? Thanks for finding all these crystals for me, Ramsey. They'll be good souvenirs. Great. Definitely souvenirs. I mean, I guess they're souvenirs for everybody else. Hell yeah! They're all complete. We got all the crystals. We got all the shit. Enchantments. Interesting. But first, I have to fashion. It's very important. What do we want to wear? What do we want to wear? Let's wear the Kiki outfit. It's clearly delivery time. Well, wait, is it? Can I make the things and deliver them yet? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.